minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
That's better. Good. Hello and good afternoon. How's everybody on this late afternoon? I hope everybody is well. Okay, let me start off by saying, please like and subscribe to the channel. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Big up John Conway. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and also please hit the notification button, and you will be notified when I go live. And also as well, also this, if you want to donate to the channel, send a super chat. Do you know what I mean? It's not compulsory, but if you want to donate to the channel and support the channel, send me a super chat. Okay, any donation at the end of the day will be greatly received. Okay, right, we're gonna go through the well, it's not that loud, ain't it? We're going to go through the press conference today with Jurgen Klopp that Jurgen Klopp held earlier on today. We're going to go through that. Plus, we're going to go through, a match preview, talk about predicted lineup, and also talk about the predicted scores, and then generally talk about sort of like the actual team and that. Do you know what I mean? So that's what's going to happen. Okay. So what we're going to do now, we are going to get into the press conference. Okay, Jurgen Klopp's there. You know what I mean? This is the press conference that literally happened earlier on today. Do you know what I mean? This happened earlier today. So we are going to get into it. What I will be doing, I'll be stopping and giving my takes on the actual points that are being made. Okay, so I'll be doing that, but without no further ado, let's get active, as a man says. So get back, and here we go.
Jurgen, obviously the club has released a statement today regarding the prospect of a European Super League and confirmed its stance that it wouldn't be involved. Are you in agreement with that, or should clubs at least be allowed to explore the possibility of joining this new format that's been proposed?
No, I agree 100% with that statement. But I like the verdict anyway. Just like it that we finally get a little bit of understanding that FIFA and UEFA and other FAs or whatever cannot just do what they want. Creating new, because we have to talk about in the future of football, we have to talk about a lot of stuff, and if you're just doing this thing, say,
yeah, he's literally talking about like the Super League, because these guys that want to do the Super League, the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, I think that's the only ones that really want to do it at the moment. Their people must have taken UEFA to court, and it is proven that sort of like what they did in what UEFA did, and then in stopping sort of like the Super League for sort of like going ahead. We'll remember that a couple of years ago. well, it's 2.5 years ago now, when they want to do that, the Super Six, as it were. They all sort of like remember what happened, but like, so they took him to court and it got proved that it was unlawful the way they stopped it. So basically, they'd be given the go ahead to actually do it, but the only snag about it is that nobody wants to do it. Nobody apart from sort of like Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Juventus want to do it, because the format of what they're talking about, like relegation and all that, they've kind of literally got that now at the moment. Still, when you look at sort of like you look at the Champions League, what the Champions League sort of like entails, I think it's next season, so like the start of like next season, you're gonna have like 5 sort of like teams at the end of the day that's gonna be involved in the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? One of the spaces, which is the 5th space, is gonna go on like a heritage thing. You know what I mean? It's like, how many times you've been in the Champions League and what have you actually done in the Champions League? Do you understand what I'm getting at? So they will have something like that. So you've got 5 places. Then you got like the Europa Cup as well. Do you know what I mean? You've got that. You also got sort of like the Europa Conference League. So you know what I mean? The format of what they're talking about, you literally got it now anyway. And I don't think at the end of the day, well, I know at the end of the day, there's a lot of teams at the end of the day don't want to do this Super League that these people are talking about. They just don't want to do it. They're just not interested in it. Do you know what I mean? Because what they've got to realize at the day is that a lot of these teams in the Premiership have got contracts with the Premiership. Do you know what I mean? So, it's literally at the day sort of like something that I don't see that's going to be done. But let's carry on with the actual. Let's carry on with this.
They do like putting in competitions with more games, and nobody has a real say in it. And like, what's going on there? I like that they get a bit of a shake. And okay, you cannot exactly do what you want, but no, Super League, same opinion like I had before.
Obviously, after the game of the week, you raised the issue of the atmosphere at Anfield. Do you expect a response at the weekend? And what is the solution long term to ensure that week after week after week you are getting top-notch atmosphere?
No, it's not. That maybe I have to. I can tell our people exactly. It's not that I don't order atmospheres or whatever. It's just we had 2 home games in a row, and these 2 home games we had 62 finishes. I think that's pretty special, I would say. That's what football is all about. And imagine we would have scored of all of them. That's ridiculous. Or will never happen. So you will have these moments where you create a chance and you miss it. And in our very best times, and I understand behind, I'm pretty sure not everybody is now thinking, oh my God, Klopp is right. And it's not about that. It's my feeling directly after a game. It was exactly like that. And when I turned around, because people were talking about that, when I turned around, we missed a chance. And I turned around and people were sitting like flat. And I thought, what actually do we want? Creating a chance is the closest you can get to score a goal. And now the difference is in the very good times, and when we are when we're all in our middle and we all enjoy the situation, what we should do, because we are in a pretty good position in the league. So, and maybe a bit quicker than people expect. That's possible. I don't know. And then the difference for me is if you have a chance and you miss it, it's, oh. But after that, the stadium goes bonkers because immediately we go for the next chance. And that was different. It was. So, and it's no criticism. I enjoyed 99.7% of each second in that stadium. I love it to bits. The atmosphere, these people, and not different people, not other people. I know sometimes them are in and sometimes them are in.
Yeah, so what he's literally talking about, he's talking about the fact that they, this atmosphere business and stuff, you know what I mean? Sort of like it's being quiet, in certain games and stuff. Do you know what I mean? You even getting rival fans saying, that Anfield is a rivalry. Where's its famous atmosphere and so forth? But my take on it, I was speaking to a good friend of mine called Fuzzy earlier on, and we were speaking about that. So big up LRFC channel. Make sure you guys go and like and subscribe to LRFC channel. My mate Fuzzy's doing some good things around there. still. So when you look at it, and they trying to sort of like target a lot of like tourists, sort of like, if you understand what I'm saying, people from other countries. You know what I mean? You know, to come and they to watch, you know, Anfield, sort of like, you know, watch a game at Anfield and stuff. You know what I mean? That is good. You know what I mean? Because the more people in other countries that sort of like get to sort of like know us, it's better. Because look, when I do my stuff and then I like to reach out to people in sort of like Indonesia and Canada and all that. So, you know, it's good. But what is it that you are going to get them fans at the day that probably don't really know a lot of the Liverpool songs, so they can't sing along with something they don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, so you have to take that into account. Do you know what I mean? And also as well, what Klopp's saying, he's basically saying it. That look, the more sort of like encouragement that we get from the fans, is the more better. Excuse me, we're going to do as a team. We all know this. You know what I mean? You've got a 12th man of Liverpool. You know this. Do you know what I mean? So that's basically what he's talking about. But I think what must have happened when he mentioned that, when he mentioned that, sort of like, not on this one, but before, when he mentioned it before, I think what actually happened, he got taken out of context. You know what I mean? Like with a lot of stuff that Klopp says, they're just waiting for him to say something so they can take it out of content and try and make him look stupid. You know what I mean? But they don't realize that Klopp's too clever for that. Do you know what I mean? Let's get back to I'm going to read out some of the comments in a minute. Let's get back to the press conference.
We have some other issues, and I said, give the ticket to somebody. Now people explained to me, it's not possible, only with the family member. But so I didn't take it that. I didn't know that it's everybody take me word for word, but maybe after all the years I should get used to that. I am overly happy with everything, but it's like, if we can do better, people show us. Yeah, fine. And I said something, and that's all. And if people wanted to understand me right, I think it was possible. And not, I cannot change that now. And it's not, I have nothing to say about the atmosphere. What I said is we need Anfield tomorrow. That's 100% true.
There you go.
And I can't wait for the first whistle, to be honest.
I was going to come on to that then. How much do you love this situation when the top two are going head-to-head at Anfield and the chance to take top spot?
I love it the most when you are first and now 55 points ahead. So because it's a pure joy, but it's all fine. I love it. It's how I said, we are in the position we are. It's not that bad. And
I love Klopp. I love the way I love the way he puts things. It's like, it's quality. The way he puts things. Yeah. I mean, I'm the same. I love it if we're like top in the day and like with so much points ahead and everything that. But with the situation where it is now, I mean, it's a bit nerve wracking. You know what I mean? Let me read out some of these comments that I've got here. And read out some of these comments. Okay. John Conway's in the building. He says, "Big up, Rod. Big up to you, John Conway. I hope get the words out in a minute. I hope your day is going good for you, my friend." Marian's in the building. Big up, Uncle Rodz. Big up to you, Marian. Hope you are well. Marian says, "John Conway, big up." And John Conway also says, big up to Marian. Philip Bidwell's in the house. Big up Philip Bidwell. He said, "Big up Rodz, John, and Marian. Big up to you guys." This one, Marian says, "Big up to Philip Bidwell as well." Big up Philip. That's come from John Conway. What's it? Oh, John. Like most people, you spelt my name wrong by putting too many L's in it. Very good. Big up Rodz. What a long bloody week at work that was. Thanks, fuck, it's done. No, thank fuck, it's Christmas. Yeah, I hear you, fam. Yeah, you just got to keep in the grind, fella. Just keep in your grind, my friend. But it's good to see you in the chat. Good to see you in the chat. Big up to you. Big up to you. Right, let's get back to the press conference.
We play a super strong team. We play a team that played an exception last season and coming back and is even better than last season. Bringing in top players, had already a top team, bringing in really good players to improve the team. Did that, went through the Champions League pretty easily, and play a really good Premier League campaign. So massive game. It's great to have them. Great to meet them. We met obviously quite frequently, and yeah, it's good. But we have to make sure we make it a proper home game, a proper Anfield experience. That's all I want.
Jurgen, Arsenal seem to have found an extra gear this season almost. Do they look like a real title contender this time? Do they look like they found that?
I thought they looked like that last year, to be honest, and then some results kicked in or whatever. I don't know even exactly the reasons, to be honest. I remember our game here. They were outstanding until we found a way into the game, and then maybe in the end we should have won it. Maybe they had other chances as well.
Yeah, they were like last season, and they not being funny. They were outstanding in sort of like how they was playing last season when they able to sort of like get results and stuff. But like what it wasn't there, as I always say, this race is not for the swift, but who can endure it, and the endurance at the day just wasn't there for Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Just wasn't there. So like, yeah, I mean, when they came to Anfield last season, they was on such a high. There was on such a high because there was blitzing teams and doing this and doing that. There was on such a high, and then like a lot of the Arsenal fans thought that like this time they're gonna come to Anfield and get all 3 points. You know what I mean? But then obviously we had different ideas. You know what I mean and stuff. So they sort of like, they were having a good time last season. Have they improved since last season? I'm not too sure. I'm not sure. I think at the days it's a bit too early for me to say whether Arsenal's improved from last season or not. It's a bit too early. I mean, but games like this, it's a sure way of finding out of how far they are in their development. Do you know what I mean? So we'll have to see. Let's get back to the team.
But I can't remember them, to be honest. But I can remember Ibu Konate 2-2 with the chest half a yard in front of the goal. So I'm still wondering how he couldn't score there. That was the team we faced, super strong team, and that's what they are. And now you bring in Rice and Havertz, it doesn't make you worse. And Ryan goal, it doesn't make you worse. So it's just that Mikkel built exactly the team he wanted, and they are difficult to play. They are good. They are a good mix between physicality, like big, strong players, fast, good technique, very good organization. They are really well coached, well drilled. You can see every year they make another step. They have really my respect, but we won the points anyway.
Curtis Jones was sensational in midweek. I mean, you had a number of sensational performances. Does he come into the thinking to potentially get a start at the weekend?
They all are. In our situation, they all are. And yes, he was exceptional. He played a super game.
Yeah, I think Curtis Jones should be in the running for a start. Do you know what I mean? He done himself proud the other night. He done himself proud. And when you look at how the way that sort of like Curtis Jones did play, do you know what I mean? When you look at the way he played, one would think at the day sort of like, this is how I want you to play all the time. You feel me? This is how you want you to play all the time. He played exceptional the other night. So why not put him in? In fact, to be honest at the day, I wouldn't change a damn thing. Ain't broke, don't fix it. Simple. Do you know what I mean? Gangan Deep's in the building, man. Big up GP. Gangan Deep. I think the game will be won in the midfield. Declan Rice will be key for Arsenal. We can't let him get into any sort of a rhythm. No, we can't Ganga deep. No, we can't. I think at the day, so you get in and around sort of like Declan Rice. I think he gets frustrated, and there are flaws to his game. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we cannot allow him to get no sort of rhythm, no sort. Tony Montana, big up Tony Montana in the building. I'll play Gravenberch to continue to combat Rice. Yeah, that's a good shout to combat Rice. I'm not sure Endo can handle him. Yeah, that's a good shout actually, Tony. That's a good shout. That is a good shout. Do you know what I mean? Right, let's get back to the press conference. 6 minutes.
I said I think it was maybe it was the best game we played this season so far, and that's and with a really changed lineup, and it was really good. I liked it a lot. Yeah, Curtis scored 2 goals. Was defensively there. Was really active, aggressive in the right manner. Yeah, but Harvey Elliott played a really good game as well. So, and some others as well. So we will start with 11, and pretty much. And 5 of the others will come on, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, again, how much of a good barometer can this battle be for what the season might hold when you consider you're on the back of maybe your best performance of the season? Arsenal, great last season, they appear to have improved, they're a lot more efficient, but you've had a great start as well.
What do you mean exactly with barometer?
Well, this game, what do you think it can tell us for what
match days
the rest of the season might
18? Match day 18? Match day 18. That's a barometer. So that means after that we play 20 more games, right? So we win it, we are not through. They win it, they are not through, even when probably that's then the headlines they have to deal with. It's just a super important football game, and we were result-wise pretty stable this season. That's the basis for everything. It's a basis for consistency, that you get results. We did that. So actually, you realize now why I'm a bit stuttering. I didn't really think about it. I couldn't care less. It's really I'm just interested in this game tomorrow and not what it means for the rest of the season or whatever. It said. Spoke the other day about it, that I said the position we are in is okay. We don't feel now that it's like exceptional. I mean, wow, how did we end up here? So I really think we deserve where we are. But that's just a basis. It's before, but January, February, when it's really getting interesting, where are you? Then you might see you play lesser games than you already played, and you see, is there a distance or not? And there might be a moment, I don't know exactly when, March maybe, or April, when you think, okay, 6 pointer, you win today, and then you have them out of the way or whatever. But that's obviously far off, and nobody thinks about these kind of things. We have enough, believe me, to prepare.
Yeah, that's true. To be honest, that's true, because it's too early to say it and day whether this will be sort of like the title decider. It's too early, because, for instance, at the day, right, is Arsenal can probably beat us tomorrow. Yeah, right, and then we lose, and then they lose next week, and we win, and we go back to the top. Do you know what I mean? It swings and roundabouts right now. You can never tell at the day in what good position that you really are until March, April. Them times there, and you think, Ross Club, we can do this. You understand? It's like now what I say, when you're at the top, if you're at the top of the table, it's hope. Yeah. But if you're still at the top of the table at the day, instead of April, you're still at the top of that table. Well, then that hope becomes belief now. Do you understand what I'm saying? It changes. Do you know what I mean? But at the moment of the day, being top of the table, or even being second at the day, is hope. That is hope at the moment. You understand what I'm saying? Hopefully you can kick on at the day and accumulate enough points at the day to put a gap between you and like second, third, and fourth. You understand what I'm getting at? It is all hope. But when you get to sort of like March, April time, and you're still the top of the league, well, then it becomes belief then. You understand me? Let's get back to the press conference.
prepare a game like this. I enjoyed it a lot, but it's really, there's no space for left and right. There's enough to do to make sure that they cannot do what they want and we can do what we want.
Another good performance in midweek from Wataru Endo. We've seen good performances from him before, but he appears to be bringing more consistent levels. But what's enabled him to do that?
Getting used to it. Just like that, we forgot. And we don't give people time anymore. We do. Internally, we do, but because we talk every 3 days, or more often, about these kind of things. It feels like after 4 weeks, now we speak already that long about it, when it will finally click. That's how it is. We had some of the biggest players this club in my area ever saw needed time to adapt. Some others didn't, but some big players did. We can not, just to mention, Andy Robertson didn't play half a year. Pretty much was not in the squad. Hopefully he forgot that as well, but it's anyway true. And Fabinho, we had to change system for because he couldn't play a 6 alone. And later on, he could play that easily, made it his position, so it's all fine. And we need a bit of time, that's all. But we see him every day in training, and he is one of the hardest working people I ever met. It was always clear that he will be good. And
you see, that's what I'm saying, and Dave, that's what I'm saying. Sorry to cut it, but that's what I'm saying. You know, you have to literally in the day give these players like Endo and you have to give them time. You have to give them time to get used to sort of like being in a new team. Do you know what I mean? And finding new ways to do things. You know what I mean? You have to give them time. And what is it? And he's coming on. Do you know what I mean? And he seems to be doing his thing. Do you know what I mean? You know. So now that you have given him time, and now that you have been patient with him, well, you know, he's showing sort of like what it's all about. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you have to be patient with these players. You have to, definitely.
But I'm happy, obviously, for him that the public could see it now as well. So because that's pretty helpful in our job. And yeah, it was a really good game, and he gives something different to the team. We have to say that it's clear. He gives it. He's the one for the tackles. We don't have now 20 players on the pitch who have tackling as a hobby, but he's doing it. And on top of that, his passing is really good. His awareness is really good. He finds his position better in possession. All these things. It's football, and sometimes it takes a little bit of time, but that's no problem for me.
Carl?
You just mentioned Andy Robertson there. Is there a return for him coming into view soon?
Andy has said yes, pretty long with him, and it's actually he's doing well. The problem is a little bit the shoulder is not exactly like the shoulder is not there. The rest of the body is fine, but we need to be patient a little bit. Need to be patient a little bit longer. But it's fine. So he can do all the physical work already, which annoys him quite a lot because it's not allowed for ball training, a little bit passing maybe and stuff like this, but not properly. But physically, when he's ready to go, allowed to go, shoulder-wise, then I think it's a short time until he will be back. We all hope it will be in January, but I don't know.
Obviously, when Joel got injured, you ended up answering a lot of questions about centre backs, but I'm just wondering how much of a bonus the form of Joel Conte has been for you in terms of his development.
It didn't change since then. It was good before, so it's not that Joel now played good since then. So we knew about him before that. So that's our situation we have, and long-term injuries are always a problem. And of course, with Joel's long-term injuries, it's a problem. But it's we have to sort it internally, and we can, thankfully, because of the way the boy shows up. It's just really good.
Neil Jones?
Yeah, you've obviously got a lot of games at this time of year. You've got Burnley and Boxing Day. I think people who have been sort of said we're not looking forward to that. Was that obviously a joke? Or
No, it was 100% true. My God. The situation at night. I invite you now a little bit in my life. The situation at night. I come into our stadium. Kids are playing, Quare Field. they score a goal. When I arrived, they score a goal, and 7,000 people go bonkers. And I thought, oh my God, how nice is that? So that was the mood I arrived. Then Pete asked me questions, and a minute after I finished, I think maybe I said it in the mic on tomorrow. There will be all headlines, but I didn't think for a second it was serious or whatever stuff like this. I said a lot of stuff. I'm a real idiot and help you a lot with all these things, but so the question around that was, how will be your Christmas? Blah blah blah. And I said, who cares here about my Christmas? Nobody does really. Yours as well, by the way. And in that moment, I didn't know. Obviously, I know when we play Burnley, but in that specific moment, I was not there and had to schedule. And I don't know, where do we play? I said Burnley. Oh, great place to be. So if he would have said London, I would say great place to be. If he would have said Fiji's, I would say great place to be, because we played football there, and I wouldn't have been with my family. So the family of one of my best friends is from Burnley, just to make sure I have no issue with it. If anybody thought I have, then he might have an issue with Burnley.
You know what kind of like frustrates me in the day is like how literally they take Klopp's comments. Do you know what I mean? Now he's made a comment like that, like saying, nice place to be. Do you know what I mean? And they've literally in the day took it out of content. Do you know what I mean? Context, out of context of what he said. And they seem to be always doing that when it comes to Klopp. Do you know what I mean? It's always like they just try to pick little things of what he says and say, right, we're gonna go on that. You know what I mean? We're gonna take that out of content. Chill out, man, for God's sake. Chill out. All right. Getting the last couple of minutes of this. Yes. Yeah, we're into the last couple of seconds of it, so I'll let it play out. Okay.
I don't know, but I have nothing. I go there for playing football like I go in all other cities. I never saw a bit of Burnley besides the stadium. Did I always enjoy being in that stadium? No, because they gave us hard fights, but that's it. Again, welcome on my planet. So,
any more before we move to the breakout? Check on Ryan as well.
Fine.
Good. Just team news generally. Anybody back? Anybody?
Ryan.
Well done.
And no, Maka and Diogo getting closer and closer, but not ready for tomorrow. No, that's it. Good.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Let's go back. Let's remove this now. Have you noticed that today there was no adverts in this? Do you know what I mean? I found a new way of actually sort of like playing a press conference where you don't actually get the adverts. You know what I mean? So that is all goody. Right, let's stop sharing this. Okay, and we're gonna do. I need to get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, I just need to. Yeah, just need to. I'm not gonna put the. Bloody hell! Come on, hurry up. Right, let's go. Let's do a bit of this. I want to give you a predicted lineup now. So I'm going to go into the predicted lineup. Let me get it all set up for you. Right. I'm going to share my screen now with you. Big up Oregon Guna. Big up to you, man. Big up. Right, let me share the screen with you. Good, let me share the screen with you. Right, okay. So we are gonna go through a predicted lineup for tomorrow. Do a predicted lineup tomorrow. As I said, personally, there is not a lot of sort of like thing and anything that I was like change at the day when it comes to this team. Do you know what I mean? Not a lot of a change. Do you know what I mean? Because I think the team at the day played very good. Okay. So what I would do, I'll probably just make. No, they'll probably just make one change, I suppose. One or two change. You know what I mean? Not really a lot of a change. Right. So what we're gonna have on a day in midfield, goalie will be Allison. So obviously that's the one. That's one of the changes because we have to go back to our first team goalkeeper. Left back's gonna be Tsimikas. Tsimikas. Van Dijk. Van Dijk. Konate, we need a bit of strength in there, mate. We need a bit of strength in there. Konate's in there. I will start off with Joe Gomez, you know. I will literally start with Joe Gomez. Do you know what I mean? I think he can do a job. Gravenberch will be here. Yeah, Ryan Gravenberch will be there. Here, Trent and Bozalai. Yeah, right. Up top, we will have up top we'll have Darwin Nunes there. Yeah, here you go. Kenny Kepa there. And Salah. Salah loves a goal against Arsenal. You know what I mean? Yeah, so this will be my lineup for tomorrow. Guys, let me know what you think, man. Let me know what you think, my friend. Let me know what you think. You know what I mean? Yeah, let me know what you think, man. Because like what I've got Allison in goal, and I've got Kostas Tsimikas as left back, Virgil van Dijk, Konate, and Joe Gomez. Do you know what I mean? Because you need somebody in a day that's going to hold a position. Because like with Arsenal, they're going to be looking for all the spaces that they can run into. Literally, they're going to looking for all the spaces that they can run into. And Joe Gomez at the day doesn't leave spaces. He does not leave spaces. Very good at that right back role. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'll have that'll be my back four. Okay. In midfield, Ryan Gravenberch, as Trudon said, you play Ryan Gravenberch to sort of like take care of like Declan Rice, because once you give Declan Rice, this Ganga Deep said this, once you give Declan Rice a time to settle in his rhythm, well then you're done for. Do you know what I mean? So Gravenberch will stay on him, and then you got Szoboszlai making those runs, and then you got sort of like Trent in the sort of like making it a back five. Do you know what I mean? And he's gonna be able to spray those passes as well. That pass he sprayed for Salah the other day. Oh my god, it's phenomenal. On the left, I will have Darwin Nunes. I think Darwin Nunes in the last game, he was phenomenal on the left. He was just giving them trouble. You know what I mean? Giving them real trouble. The only thing I felt sorry for him for was two things really: that he got a yellow card, and he didn't get his goal. But he was phenomenal down that left hand side. You know what I mean? Just couldn't deal with him. Cody Gakpo as well. He goes through the middle because what can happen today with them two and they, although Darwin Nunes is good in left, also Cody Gakpo and they is good in that side as well. Very good on that side. So then what can happen and they can interchange. Do you know what I mean? When needed. So like Gakpo goes through the middle. Okay. Then on the right hand side, obviously, it's Mo Salah on the right hand side. hopefully, that to me at the end of the day, I think that's a team at the day that can get the job done. Okay, has anybody got any predictive lineup for tomorrow? Have we got a lineup, predicted score for tomorrow? What is a predicted score? Tomorrow I'm working tomorrow. I'm at the doing stewarding tomorrow at Luton, and then welcome a visit to Newcastle. So I'll be at that game. But then, as soon as it's finished and that, I'll be rushing to go home to sort of like watch the Arsenal game. Well, Liverpool and Arsenal. You know what I mean? So give me a particular score, man. Mine is 3-1 to Liverpool. Oh, Philip Bidwell says 3-1. Yeah. No, he said 2-1. 2-1. Mine is 3-1. Any more people want to give me a predictive lineup? Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get the likes up as well. Let's get the lineup. Likes up. So far you got 3-1 from me, and you got 2-1 from Philip Bidwell. It sounds positive so far. Okay. What we do, if you got any more sort of like predicted scores, put them in the comment section. Okay. Also you can put your lineup in there as well. Tony Montana says 2-2. Ooh. Tony's going for a Desmond, blood. He's going for a Desmond. Yeah, so if you've got any more sort of like predicted results, you know what I mean, predicted scores in relation to Liverpool versus Arsenal, please put it in the comment section. Also, if you're going to watch this video on a replay, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Come on, man. I'm on my way to 3,000. We're to 3,000. I'm currently sitting at 2,540. Okay? So please show your support for me and hit the subscribe button if you're new. Okay? Right. Okay, so I am going to go now because I will be on TCG TV. I'm going to be on there at 6 o'clock. That is Tony Claude Guna TV. I'll be on there with some guys like a panel, and we're going to be chopping up this match preview. So I will be on there. I wanted to get this show in before sort of like, you know, obviously when I'm there. Do you know what I mean? So what I can do this evening, I can kick back and relax. Okay. So, Tony Montana, I've got another comment from him before I go. Tony, I need us to win to humble Gooners, Goonerly. I know, man. I was talking greasy around here. Serious. I'll try to get him on the show today. Humble Goonerly, he was doing the most on Big Six Bands, getting naked and all that. I pause. I know he's like that, really, but he's too much, lad. He's telling me he's doing the most. That's why whenever we get a result against Arsenal, I love rubbing it in his face. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Tony Montana, that's why I need us to smoke Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal, you know. Arsenal. As I say. Hazmat, you never walk alone. Big up. He goes, bless Uncle, let's go beat these Gooners. Yeah, man, you never walk alone. That's what we want to do. Okay, so if you want to watch this on a replay, please hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button as well. As I said, I'm on my way to 3,000 subscribers. So let's get there. So all I've got to say, guys, peace, love, and respect. Peace.